is up? Elsa Musics here. Welcome to my channel and my very first video. In this channel, I'll be doing a series of videos on various topics about classical music, so stay tuned. Alright, today I would like to start with the origin of Western classical music. As a lot of you would probably guess that the origin would be in Europe, and you're partly correct. More specifically, it's in Greece. So let's start with some quick facts. In ancient Greece time, the melody was closely linked with the rhythm and meter of the Greek language. The Greek poetry was made up of long and short syllables, and that became the basis of long and short rhythmic values in music. The influence of language on music has always been prominent since the ancient Greek time, and I'll talk more about it in my videos later on. And a bit opposite to what we do as classical musicians today, musicians in ancient Greek time relied on rote memorization, conventions, and formulas instead of reading off from notation. And music was actually seen as a system that is closely related to the nature, human thoughts, and evils. In fact, concepts of Greek musical thoughts influenced medieval church music and even the history of music theory. It later on even became a source of inspiration for philosophers and musicians from the Renaissance and Baroque period. And even more, the drama in Greek tragedies inspired the operatic works of composers such as Jacopo Peri in the 17th century, Gluck in the 18th century, and Richard Wagner in the 19th century. So, what exactly is a Greek tragedy? It is a form of drama performed in ancient Greek theaters. The plot was inspired by episodes from Greek mythology, and most oftentimes, these are tragic stories in which the main character is brought to suffer from extreme sorrow as a consequence of the tragedy. Well, you can imagine the intensiveness of drama in these Greek tragedies and may now understand more why composers who really dig the drama in operas saw the Greek tragedies as an inspiration. But the Greek music is not all about drama. They use music in their worship. They accompany dancing, singing, or recitation of poetry. And like us, they use music for recreational purpose as well. So it may seem that music was a great part of the Greeks' lives, and it surely was. Plenty of writings from the Greeks demonstrated their thoughts on music. In general, we can divide them into two types, philosophical and technical. Some of you may have heard of Plato's Republic and Aristotle's Politics. These two books dealt with the matter of music philosophically. The technical ones were more associated with explaining the technical aspects of music, aka music theory, and sometimes about tunings as well. For example, Pythagoras talked about the harmonics and tunings and how a specific ratio can contribute to a pure interval. As you can see, music is both art and science in the Greeks' mind. Alright, so this is the first part of the origin of Western classical music. If you like the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.